The last piece I'm going to read tonight is called Playing MASH with Anne-Marie. It's 6:30 on a Thursday night, and that means I'm sitting in the room with Anne-Marie. It's a small, unventilated room with rubber floors and off-white walls that sweat nearly as much as we do every time we have to go into the room. Thursdays and weekends, we usually spend more time in the room because that's when Anne-Marie really wants to kill herself. Which is to say, she generally wants to kill herself. But with the school week over and homework done, she has more time to devote to that particular pursuit from Thursday through Sunday. Usually when we're in the room, there are a few of us. One person holding each arm, another one holding her feet, looking like some bizarre synchronized water ballet as we wait for the punching, the kicking, the biting to subside. Tonight, though, it's just me and Anne-Marie, and we are playing MASH. Has anyone in here played MASH? You remember how MASH works? Okay, and like old school paper and pencil MASH, not like internet Facebook MASH? Okay, excellent. Theoretically, I'm keeping her busy until the psych evaluators arrive, but mainly I'm just relieved to see her excited about something other than throwing drawers or brandishing a knitting needle like the Lost Musketeer. We're sitting in the room, me and Anne-Marie, and she is hesitating on her list of 5 famous people she might marry one day. Her bangs are matted to her forehead by sweat, and her pretzel brown hair is sticking up like Einstein in patches. Her glasses are broken, so she squints like an angry Cheshire cat when it's time to concentrate. Rachel? She says my name like she's afraid it might bite her. Yeah, Anne? Remember that thing I told you yesterday? Yesterday, Anne-Marie pulled me aside and told me she had something important that she was about to tell me. Poking her head out from the curtain in her bedroom, she whispered that as long as she's been living in residential programs, she's thinking that actually, probably, maybe, she doesn't like boys. Actually, probably, maybe, she thinks she likes girls. She's almost sure of it. But she doesn't want to tell her mom because her mom's Catholic and she gets angry kind of easily. And ever since her mom lifted the restraining order on her dad without telling her about it, Anne-Marie's not sure that she wants to trust her mom with the important things this week. She tells me, she says, because she thinks other staff will flip out. I don't think you'll flip out, she tells me, because a few weeks ago she heard the other girl who likes girls tell me that she was going to buy a strap-on for her 18th birthday, and I didn't even give her consequences or anything. I did tell her, however, that she was not allowed to bring a strap-on into the program, even if she kept it in her personal hygiene bin, and even if she paid for it with her own money. But, you know, I think that's fair, says Anne-Marie. I mean, for the younger kids. Yeah, I remember all that, I tell her. Well, I think I'm too much of a girly girl for all that. What do you mean, A.M., I say, trying my best to remain neutral, to remain clinical. All kinds of people can like all kinds of other people. There's not just one way you have to be to like someone, right? You don't understand, she said, smacking her gray Crayola mini marker on the rubber floor. My favorite word is beautiful. Beautiful. She stretches out the syllables like beads on a necklace, stringing them together one by one. I like pink, and I like purple, I like makeup and Hannah Montana, and I want to be a teacher, and I like Sharpay and High School Musical almost the best, even though she's so mean, because I want a pink car with a little window thing just like hers. Don't you remember when we had a fashion show and I won? Rachel, you don't know anything. She takes a deep breath, her eyes fixed on the marker on the floor. I'm a girly girl. I can't like girls. That's not how it works. We're quiet for a minute as I try to think of something to say that A, Anne-Marie will understand, even if she's 13 years old and tranquilized within an inch of her life. B, that will make her feel better, not just me. And that C, will not get me fired. I settle on, I don't know, A.M. I still have a couple questions. Do you look the same as all your friends who like Hannah Montana? Do you all like the same thing? She furrows her eyebrows together and makes the angry cat face again. After some deliberation, she says, of course not. We all just like Hannah Montana because Hannah Montana is for everyone. Which I've come to understand is sort of a universally accepted fact for anyone who's not familiar with the early work of Miley Cyrus. It's really far-reaching. So lots of different kinds of people can like Hannah Montana, right? She nods, and I know she's confused, but it's too late to dig myself out of the hole now, and I just need to jump in. So could lots of different kinds of people like girls? Her eyebrows are furrowed again, and I'm pretty sure she has no idea what I'm saying. We're quiet, except for the sound of her tapping the marker cap against the wall. I think so, she says after a while. But girls can't really marry girls that much, so I think I should just write down Zac Efron and Jesse McCartney on my MASH list. Because apparently girls can marry gay men much more easily. That's okay, I say, leaning back against the chip paint walls of the room. You can marry whoever you want if you decide you want to marry someone. We finish the game, and Anne-Marie learns that if generations-old MASH technology can be trusted, she will one day live in an apartment in New Jersey with her husband, Jesse McCartney, and their one child, and drive to her job as a dancer in a limousine. For a kid who's been threatening to murder half a dozen people for the past 5 hours, she's taking the news about New Jersey very well. Anne-Marie tells me it's my turn, but she gets to pick all of my items. That's okay, I say, but I regret it a little bit when she tells me I might be driving the Wienermobile or married to post-mortem Michael Jackson. After a few minutes, though, she's struggling to come up with enough old people and grown-ups to round out my list of potential mates. She opens the door to the room and shouts down the hall to Juna, my coworker. Juna! Rachel and I are playing MASH. Who should Rachel marry? I don't know, Juna says. How about Beyonce? Or Angelina Jolie? Right? No, never mind. Beyonce. Right. Juna, Anne-Marie wails. Are you crazy? Rachel can't marry a girl. Just look at her.